Welcome viewers, Dr. JWA here. Just heading back from Toronto, back to the Central Coast. Viewers, in the world of construction, if you continually call somebody else a liar, or they've robbed you, or they're robbing the people that they're representing, or this kind of thing, say my employees decided to rob me, and I've had that. I've had a lot of equipment stolen over the years. One year it was $14,000 worth, another year it was $8,000 worth. I was turning over $330,000 a month. You lose a lot of gear, but you don't think it's going to be your employees or whatever. And when people start pulling you down and calling you a liar as whatever, they want to be fucking right. Now, when you watch these politicians and the things that they're calling each other, they're basically saying that the ones on Labor or whatever are morally bankrupt, to use nice language. They're calling each other liars and thieves and robbers and they're ruining the country, and it's all true. It's all true. But being a Christian and a First Nations, I don't believe in karma, but the way in which, see, this is the thing. They took over the country, they took over the land, and yeah, okay, we're not running around with fucking spears and things like this to try and get food anymore. And they've made the roads and they've created civilization and all that, whatever you want to call it. It's a lot easier. What do they call it? It's civilized. Geographically, Australia is one of the most beautiful countries in the world. But economically, it's irretrievable. There is no politician, no political party that is going to be able to retrieve or turn around the moral economic bankruptcy of Australia. It's ruined. It's just Australia as we knew it in the 80s, 90s, 2000s has disappeared, and it's never coming back, ever. Just like when my grandmother was of stolen generation, my cousin was almost taken when he was a little boy. Thank God my auntie changed her mind. Yeah, that's pretty recent. Apparently it's still going on out there. The whole thing was built on they usurped everything. They just usurped it. They didn't ask the First Nations people where they fitted in. They just usurped it. Right, okay, fair enough. But now, the manifestation of all that, see, things happen later. For instance, when they allowed the transgenderists to have the same legal rights as biological women, at first it was all dressed up to be, we just want to be identified. But what happens with degeneracy, it manifests into what really is going on underneath. And so now the women are saying to these takeover ideologists, look, you're in, you've got your foot in, all we're asking for is our privacy. And instead of just saying, oh, okay, we've got recognition, the ideologists are saying, we're going to we want the whole lot. We don't care about what you feel or us invading your spaces, sport, whatever. We're going to take over the whole lot. We don't give a shit about what the women think, how they feel. We're just going to dawdle in there and they can fucking suck it up. Right? 100% I'm right. Now, the political architecture of this fucking country, right, of our land, is being given away through mass vote harvesting, right? With unvetted vote harvesting. Now, this is the gamble these morally bankrupt politicians are taking. And I can say that because they call each other on a daily basis. It's just regular now. They're calling each other morally fucking bankrupt. And they're supposed to be running the country, but the evidence is there. We see all the facts now. That's why they've got to get rid of, as quickly as they can, social media. Oh, don't worry, they're working on it at fucking 100 mile an hour. They're working on it. Because they're just, they're getting exposed left, right and centre. There's nowhere for them to hide. Okay? There's nowhere for these fucking morally bankrupt thieves to hide. Now I can say it because they're calling each other that. On an hourly, it's almost an hourly basis. So what's happening now is they're taking the punt. They're taking the gamble that the more people we mass migrate for mass vote harvesting will keep us in our jobs. But what they don't realise is the immigrants, there's no fucking guarantee that they're going to vote for the people that are allowing them to get in. It's all a gamble, right? So they're allowing the company to be invaded like they invaded it. I know it's a horrible word, but my ancestors were fucking completely invaded against the instructions of the Commonwealth by the colonists. And now these fucking colonists are allowing the country to be invaded by foreigners. Now you'll say it's immigration and the nation was built on immigration and all that. Yeah, by who? Who allowed all that? The First Nations people weren't fucking consulted. All this is just steamed over the top of them. But now look, whether you're First Nations or not, or you ascribe yourself as an Australian, they don't give a fuck about the Australians now either, because they're treating you exactly the same as they did my people back when they fucking landed. The only thing they're not doing is shooting you and fucking destroying you. Everything else they're doing to you. They got no respect for you. It's all run on a fucking ABN. It's just a big company. You know that, don't you? Australia's just an ABN. Nobody knows who fucking really owns it. So it's not just the Aboriginals, the First Nations, whatever you want to fucking describe us as, that have been abused, demoralised and fucking destroyed and tried to be brought back. Some of yous have been brought back. It's happening to the Australians as well. So as I said, I don't know if I really believe in karma, but if that ain't fucking karma, what is? You cannot trust any of the politicians because it's irreversible. What they've done is completely irreversible. It cannot be fixed. It won't change. It's not going to get better. Even if Pauline Hanson had the capability of becoming Prime Minister, which she hasn't, her organisation just can't. It's not capable of it. It's not set up to do that. She knows. She can't turn this around. How's she going to turn it around? The fucking swamp. The swamp will destroy her. All I'm trying to say is, you look at what happened to the First Nations people that were minding their own fucking business when all this happened, right? Look at what's happening to you now, because this is just a Sunday fucking picnic for what's coming. Believe it. Your little children are going to these fucking education places, getting told they don't know if they're fucking male or female and all that. You got these fucking deviants and monsters grooming them and teaching them things that just aren't moral, because moral bankruptcy will go through everything. If it's coming down from the top, then one way or another, in the silence of it all, people will think, well, I can fucking get away with it too. And the perverts and the deviants will run with that. Okay? They'll just run with it. You're not, I don't know, look. The architecture, right, from the start is manifesting itself. And what you saw happen to the First Nations people is happening to you, but not so much in a violent way. It's happening in a covert way. They're just fucking bringing these people in. Everybody knows there's nowhere for them to live. Everybody knows that the cost of living's gone up and will continue to go up because of migration, mass political vote harvesting on a gamble. Yet they got no regard for even the fucking Australians, let alone the poor old Aboriginals. They got no regard for anyone. And when you realise that and the fucking alarms go off, you'll say to yourself, well, who's running the country? Because whoever's running the country is not doing it in the best interests of the fucking nation, and they never did from the start. That's my fucking take. I tell you what, if you're not alarmed and concerned by now, then you're at the mercy of what lies up ahead. And to be quite honest with you, nobody fucking knows. Because if your child can go to school and in their development be confused into believing that they're a fucking female when they're a male, and then be put through to a surgical fucking system to make money out of them for big pharma or whatever these fucking surgeons are doing to them, irreversible, against your will, minors, right? Then we've got nothing left. You're dealing with a very evil, and I can say it as a Christian theologist, you're dealing with a very evil fucking spirit that's running this nation. So look out.